What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Hoop Portal. Today, we are going to get into Charlotte Hornets and how they've had their best offseason, I think, in my lifetime. They started an NBA draft with drafting Con Knipple, aka K Nips, aka Killa Khan, which I think we're going to start going with Killa Khan. But they got him at number 4. They got Liam McNeely at 29, Sion James at 33, Kalkbrenner at 34. All guys coming from winning programs that I think will contribute to a better atmosphere with the Hornets. This group was already looking like a good draft class, and then they doubled down on that by winning Summer League and Khan getting MVP and putting in 21 points and hitting a really big shot at the end to put the Hornets up 4. They also got really good play from guys like Jalen Sims, KJ Simpson, PJ Hall, another kind of local area Charlotte guy. And that brings us to what the final move that they need to make is. And honestly, they need to trade Miles Bridges. I think if you could trade Miles Bridges for draft picks, compensation, whatever it is, build this roster out from the ground up. Stop trying to bring these other pieces in that aren't good enough to compete, but they're good enough to keep you from being the bottom 3 most of the time. But I think the biggest piece of this whole thing is LaMelo Ball.
And now you got 9 days off. What are you most looking forward to?
9 days? God, man, I got like 4.
If he can stay healthy, he's played 105 games over the last 3 seasons, which is terrible. But in those games, he's averaging 25, 7, and 5, which was last year. I think you need to look at someone like Shea, who's 27. He's just now really entering his prime. He had his best year, basically the best year any NBA player has ever had. And at 23, he was 25, 6, and 5. Right there with LaMelo Ball, who's also 23. He's not even in his prime yet. Can you get rid of Miles Bridges, continue to add these draft picks, build this culture, this organization really from the ground up? And GM Jeff Peterson is doing a really good job, which is something we've never said about a GM in Charlotte. And his best move, honestly, has been hiring Coach Charles Lee, who has championship background with Milwaukee and Boston. So the Hornets are in a really good place. I think North Carolina is a hoop state. The state will get behind this. The city really wants a successful NBA team. And I really like what they're doing. I think the final piece of this puzzle, trade Miles Bridges, continue to build up draft stock, and really just go all in with this group like you've seen OKC do, like you're seeing San Antonio do right now. And it should pay out. I think the East is not in a great spot when we look at some of these teams out West, but I really like their ability to compete. I think they could be a play-in team next year. Trade Miles Bridges, build this thing up, and let's get a good NBA team in the state of North Carolina. They deserve it. But remember, like, subscribe, enter the portal, and see you guys on the next one. Thanks.